Good day everyone. In the previous video, we beautifully designed the UI of our sign-in form. Today, let's see how to connect this form to a PHP and MySQL database. We are going to use Ajax for this task. That means we can perform the login process without the paging refreshing. I have created new tables in my database called remember tokens and password reset tokens. In both table, I added the columns ID, user ID, token hash, expiry, and created at. I also set up a one-to-many relationship between user table and these two tables. Let's first look at our auth.js file. And this is sign-in function. Here we are getting the data from the input field using getElementById. Next, the most important thing is form data. We add the email and password from the HTML form into this object. After that, we create an XML HTTP request. As you can see, there is a function called onReadyStateChange. We use this to show a message to the user based on the response received from the backend. For example, if the login is successful and success message is received, we direct the user to home.php. This part of the code is how to connect to the backend using Ajax. Here's a brief explanation in the video. Already state change. This function is waiting for us to receive a response from the server, and r.readyState double equal 4 and our status 200. This means that the request has been successfully completed and the server has received a correct response. R.response text any message sent from the backend. For example, success or incorrect password will be received though this medium sign up error message in a HTML. The response we will enter into the div of the error message in our from the shown to the user are open post process login process.php true. The data is sent in post mode and the path of the PHP file to be sent is specified here. Are sent form. Finally, the data in the form is sent to the backend. If our status to 100 is not available here, an error will be shown as request failed. That means for some reason, this code check whether the format of an email is correct. Now let's go to login process.php. Here, the first thing we do is check whether the data has been received Considering security here, we are using prepare statements that protect our database from SQL injunction. The next important thing is password verify. We have saved the password in the database as a hash. So instead of checking the password directly, we use this function to see if it is valid. You remember we added a checkbox called Remember Me. If the user ticks it, we set a cookie. Since this cookie stay in the browser for about a month, it's easy for the user to be logged in automatically next time. However, the best method is to use a secure token for this functionality. Guys, let's not enough to just put type email in HTML. If someone bypassed the form and sends the data on the PHP side, we check again through this filter bar where the email is really in a valid format. This is a very good practice. A lot of people check that $ password equal $ DB password. This is completely wrong because the database has an encrypted hash. The only way to see what's inside that hash is this password verify function. Cookies time. You can see that in the else part of the logic, when remember me is not there, we have put 600 to delete the cookie. There is no special function in PHP to delete a cookie. There is no special function in PHP to delete a cookie. See that in the else part of the logic, when remember me is not there, we have put 3600 to delete the cookie. There is no special function in PHP to delete cookies. The only way to do it is to set the time of the cookie to the past, when the browser will delete it automatically. Remember, we do not put the user password in the session. We only put things like user ID and user email. Keeping the password in the session is a security risk. Why do we use an S in PHP? Guys, you can see that we have put the question mark sign instead of putting $ email directly in the query. Then we pass the email with S, which means it is a string. This is called prepared statements. This completely protects our website from the dangerous hacking attack called SQL injection. How does password verify work? We save the password in the database as a hash when we cannot read it. So the only way to check if the password given by the user is correct is with this password verify function. Securely checks whether the plain text password given by the user and the hash in the DB match. Why is time set cookie? As you can see, if the user unchecks the remember me ticks, we set the time of the cookie to time. There is no separate function to delete a cookie in PHP. So what we do is set its time to the past, like an 1 hour. The browser automatically delete that cookie.